Hey there, this is David McCain. I am the owner trainer coach with Communicating with Heart. Glad to be with you today on Giraffe Chat Thursday. And I'm here with my puppets. I'll introduce them real quick. This is Jack the Jackal, symbol of language that might lead to violence. And this is Jeff. Jeff the Giraffe is the symbol of compassionate communication. They'll be helping us today as we look at our issue. So our issue, we have a choice when we have a conflict, when we have a difference between ourselves and someone else. And two options are dialogue versus argument versus dialogue. So I want to look at both of those and kind of explore them. So first, argument for me is interaction that really doesn't bear any fruit. It doesn't really get us anywhere. Oftentimes people are focused on their own stuff, their own issues, and there isn't a resolution. Dialogue, on the other hand, is a process of really connecting at the heart level, being able to know what's happening in you and connect with what's happening in the other, and be able to create agreements that work for everybody. And the process I work with, compassionate communication, is a process that provides concrete tools to create dialogue. So I'd like to share a little bit more about those two processes, and I'd like to share a visual with you all. You might be familiar with the fire triangle, which is the three elements that most fires need to work, and they're fuel and heat and oxygen. So I've created an argument triangle here. This is the argument triangle. And the three parts of the argument triangle, the three elements of an argument, first are kind of something's not working and you're not sure what it is. And for me, this is what I would say unacknowledged unmet needs. Something's not working, but you're not sure exactly what. And then on this side, to have an argument, you need people being together. So you have two people in the same physical space together. And then here you have what I think is a key element of so many arguments, judgment. So often we're in a place of judgment when we move into argument. We're judging what the other person's doing is wrong, and we're communicating that, and those communications really don't lead us to a conclusion. And I'm going to put a little red circle around this because a key part of communication is the intention we bring, and that is really the perspective we bring into the relationship. And in argument, often that intention is really, I'm scared. There's a fight, flight, or freeze response often when we're arguing, and we're scared. We're afraid we're not going to get our needs met, so we can only see what we want. We can't see what the other person wants. So these are the three elements of that, and this is where our jackal lives. Our jackal lives in this argument world where there isn't resolution. People end up usually more frustrated after that argument than they did before. So I want to offer a couple points of leverage where you can get in and change this. So first off, if we don't know what's happening, if we don't know what our problems are, arguments are more likely. So key element is to connect with your needs, connect with what matters. So needs are what matters to us in any given relationship, human needs. And I'll post a little needs wheel that'll show you more about what those are. And then secondly, over here is take a time out. Take a time out so you're not together. Very important. When I work with couples, I always invite them to choose a timeout word. And one trainer I worked with had the example of a couple that he worked with, and their timeout word was lawn chair. And it was that word because one time they were making love on the lawn chair and it broke. So that was a word that could really shift them out of this space of argument and give them an opportunity to actually move into dialogue. Then the third piece over here to shift from judgment is to make clear observations and clear feelings, which are also a part of the process of compassionate communication. So this is how you get out of an argument. So now I want to show you the other option here. I'll erase my board here as much as it can erase. And what I want to show you now is dialogue, the dialogue triangle. And again, dialogue is a process where both parties are interested in the other's well-being, and they're able to communicate in a way that really works, that really gets them somewhere. So I want to share this triangle here. And here we have an acknowledgement of needs on the bottom. Rather than not knowing what our needs are, we have that acknowledgement of needs. And here we have presence rather than judgment. Presence means I'm aware of what's happening in me. I know what I'm observing, I know what I'm feeling, and I know what I'm needing. And here people are, again, still together. And then the blue circle is kind of this intention circle. And the intention in dialogue, as I said, is really being aware of everyone's needs, getting out of fight or flight. And dialogue is a much more effective way of communicating. And this is where our giraffe lives. Our giraffe lives in dialogue, because our giraffe really wants a world where everyone is getting what they want. And only by really being in dialogue, where we both share how we are and what we want, can we have any chance of getting it. So if this is of interest to you, please look at my website or my page. And if you are a couple and you want to learn how to move from jackal argument into giraffe dialogue, I'm having a couples day, couples conflict resolution for couples, on the 24th of February, and registration deadline is tomorrow for that. So thank you so much for joining me and helping create a world where everyone communicates with heart. Bye-bye.